Sometimes in sports cards, life and reality smacks you right in the face and reminds you exactly what is important in life. Welcome back in ERB sports fans and sports card fans out there everywhere to another video. In this video, we're going to talk about reality smacking you in the face. Now, I know what you probably are thinking is, well, yeah, sure, the economy's bad. Reality smacking people in the face everywhere. Well, for ERB Sports in particular, reality is smacking me in the face right now because my son finally got his college acceptance letters back from all the colleges he was waiting for. He's a pretty smart student, got a 4.0, solid grades across the board, solid test scores, really good athlete, will probably end up competing in D3. And the college he tells me he wants to go to is one that, quite frankly, I wasn't sure I could afford. And so reality is smacking me right in the face right now, saying what is important to Mr. ERB Sports, because we want Braden to have a life beyond college that is debt-free of college debt. We want him to be able to thrive in this economy, thrive in the future years to come, because we know it's going to be very hard for kids to graduate college and get a house and start a family. And so reality is smacking me in the face. I know I'm repeating that a bunch of times, but what prompted me to make this video is I've got some of my favorite cards in front of me. Mr. De'Aaron Fox. These are all three of the rookie cards that I think are some of my favorite. You got the purple on the left, the shock in the middle, and the purple rookie kings color match on the right. And I'm kind of wondering right now, I know I rip a lot on this channel. I know I buy a lot of cards at card shows. We had a card show today where I didn't even think about going. Honestly, I wasn't even interested. Yes, I probably passed up a deal or two, but you know what? There are more important things in life sometimes than cards, and that is kind of where ERB Sports is at the moment. I've got a son's college to think about. He's probably going to pick Rose-Hulman. For those of you out there, look it up. It's probably one of the most expensive schools in the country. He got a merit offer from them that was fair, but not the greatest offer, but fair. And he really wants to go there. And so right now I am contemplating how much more sports card purchases do I really want to make. I just bought the case of Update Blasters. I buy a lot of Steph Curry. I buy a lot of De'Aaron Fox. I buy a decent amount of Giannis. Many people said during the pandemic, well, you're not going to get rich and, this can't be your kid's college fund because, let's be honest, it's just cardboard. Well, that reality is smacking me right in the face over and over and over again. I don't know what 2024 will bring. I don't know if he'll get any more scholarships. I don't know what will happen with the economy. We've got an election year coming up. I don't know what will happen with the sports card market. I don't know what will happen with players and playing. That's the old adage, right? Players have to play, coaches have to coach, and results have to happen. If players don't play or they get hurt or something else happens and life happens, things change. So I'm very curious to hear your thoughts out there on this subject. Obviously, we've just gone through a very tough economic time coming out of COVID. Lots of inflation, lots of things costing more these days. Many people saying we're going to be in a recession soon, or we're already in one, or we already had one. And some of you out there may have kids who are in college, on their way to college. Maybe you got multiple kids in college. We only have one. And so that makes it a little bit easier. But still, we want to give our son the best opportunity to succeed in life. And so the college he wants to go to, how are we going to say no to that? How are we to say no to that? We can certainly try to maneuver finances around to afford it. But it is very, very eye-opening to think that in just under a year, that's going to be my primary focus, is making sure that he can be financially stable coming out of college, that he can have the best opportunity to succeed at life. And chasing pictures of men on cardboard might not be a priority for ERB Sports. So I might have to pivot the channel from being less of an opening channel and going to card shows and more about just the market in general. And the one thing I might end up doing over the next 4 years is just focus on selling and buying low and selling high, or making the right plays, play the plays that matter, and spend only money that I can afford to lose on cards. And that is a lesson to be learned for everybody. We talked about that on Batter Up with Brett and John last weekend. Brett made a short, didn't really give me any credit for that. Fair enough. Brett doesn't have to. But I am very curious to hear your thoughts. Have you already encountered such a scenario where reality smacked you in the face and made you really rethink whether cards were that important? Because for ERB Sports, that is really, really where I'm at the moment. It is really making me consider how much more cardboard I want to take on versus how much I want to sell. And so with that, let me know your thoughts below. Hopefully that resonated with you, the audience. If not, stay tuned for more content. Thanks again, everybody, for watching. Like the video if you would. Subscribe if you haven't. And stay tuned for more content. And I'll see you in the next video.